Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Updates, coffee time. 2, 3, 4 topics, so stay tuned. That's a lot of turkeys out there. They're chilling. Ruth's babies. She has some eggs out there also. Today, to talk about 3 or 4 topics. You guys know I talked about Starlink. Starlink is, we talked about getting it and receiving it, and it was, what was it, $6.99 or $5.99. Anyway, it was cost me $700 time I got it here. Sent it back after about 30 days. It did not work, so problem with connection. It would just constantly turn. When I would get it, get 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So finally just sent it back, but that's my update on that. So done talking about that because everybody's asked me. It's fantastic. If it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, send it back, get your money back. That's all I have to say. The next thing I want to talk about is water in the Philippines. We sometimes take for granted water. And make sure you guys have your water tested locally. You can go down to the water department. They have a way of testing it. Either the barangay or the municipality has a way. You guys just check with that because a lot of people are getting sick from the water, meaning they drink the water and they boil the water. Maybe the filtration system's not working for them, and so they find themselves in it's just not working for them. So make sure you take the time to test your water. There are test kits available. You can buy them. You can order them online. If not, you can get them from the States. And it gives you a way to test your water. Make sure your water is good before you start drinking it. Be careful with the water. Water makes you sick. That's how I caught typhoid. Apparently, once you have typhoid for life. So I guess I have symptoms of typhoid sometimes. You know what's funny is, never was sick ever, not once. My life, just a few times, meaning I get the flu, I'd go to work, I kind of be over it. I think since I was 20, 25 years old, I can remember back when I was 16, 17, I very rarely got sick. A few times I did get sick, overexhausted, overworked, but really overall, never missed any work or anything because of sickness. I just battled right through it. But since I've been here in the Philippines, I guess I'm getting older, maybe calm down more or not doing as much as I once were doing. I seem to get bugs and flu and sickness and something it seems like all the time. But it could be because of my age, so you never know. But just make sure you do test the water and take the time and test the water. Today I woke up this morning, everything was fine last night, woke up with fever. So I have a little fever now. Why? I don't know. Ruth's same, or our same. In fact, her brother's here in the room. He's been sleeping now on the couch just came over to visit, help Ruth pick up something at the store and brought it in. He's been there 9 hours. And he's not feeling well. So I guess there's a bug going around. Do want to talk about this too. This is something that people have asked me about. I am presently doing a video on it, but I just want to touch the subject of U.S. troops in the Philippines. As you know, they're going to enhance the bases here, and their troops are actually being deployed here and or here. Last year they had games here, and it was Vietnam, Canada, Canadians, all over the world. They U.S. and they were working hand in hand with the Philippine government doing war games out in sea and land and or sea. There's about 3,000 U.S. troops that are here presently, according to the news. But there's always been troops here. Even when they left the Philippines, there's troops here helping with the government and things like that on various different things. And you think about it, I mean, even though they all want to work together and try to make sure everything is safe, and I'm happy for that, and I hope it continues to do that. So that's a very good thing. Having the troops here does give you a sense of well-being, meaning it's really nice to see that they're working together as a team and enhancing the country and make it safe for everybody. It's safe anyway, but it makes it nice to see that fellow Americans, it will enhance the Philippines considerably, because it will bring millions of dollars here in the Philippines, because of just being here, because they'll spend their checks here. You guys know that will do that for sure. So it's really a good sign to see that. A few questions. How hard is it to get married here in the Philippines? It's rather easy to get married. You can get married. You can fast track the programs that they have available. There are many different ways you get married. By the pastor, church, and or mayor can do it. You can also, tribal can do it. You can also get married by, they have programs where they marry, 20, 30, 40 people, 50 people at a time, couples, and where it's inexpensive, so you don't have to spend a lot of money. Renting the hall, getting the cake, getting all the decorations, all the things like that, because it could cost a few $1,000s to get married here in the Philippines. It cost me, I think it was a total about $1,000, $1,500, but we went the cheap route, not counting some of the other stuff, because I rented the hall, food, and everything else. So but this was 7 years ago. Prices have increased. I know the rent a hall now is about $300-400 for a few hours. So it depends on where you live, and depends on where you get married at, of course, and that matters a lot. But yes, you can get married here in the Philippines rather quickly, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. It's just for getting all the paperwork and all that squared away. For Americans, foreigners, are marrying ladies here in the Philippines, and I mean younger, coming here retired. There's quite a few younger guys that are actually retiring at the young age of 40 and 45 years old. That's pretty young to retire. There's a few guys in their mid-20s that come in here as retiring at an early age. They made their money in crypto, Bitcoin at that particular time, and they have other kinds of investments. They're financially secure, they say, and so shout out to them coming here. They reach out and say, hey, I'm coming, and here's my story. I should actually ask them if I can do a story on them sometime and talk about where they got their money and how they got to start and how they get to retire at an early age. I send an email to them and they say if they're in my area. The problem is a lot of people don't come to my area because it's kind of out and away. It's kind of hard to. I'm in between CDO and Davao, but still, you have to come by here sometimes to go there. But it's not that many people. In fact, we were asking that at the table the other day when I was visiting my friend Tom from USA. He's here for a little while, and asked him if he saw any foreigners, and asked Ollie. We're not seeing any foreigners here. They said they saw a couple on a bike, but not really seeing any foreigners. I'm not seeing any foreigners either. In fact, I rarely seen foreigners now in a year. I mean, rarely. In fact, am I in town every day? No, a couple, 2 or 3 times a week. I don't see anybody. I'm in all kinds of gatherings and all kinds of stuff all over the place. Municipality, I'm all over the place, but I don't see a lot of foreigners. So maybe they're going somewhere else, other countries. A lot of people are heading to Cambodia, Thailand, Bali, Laos, Vietnam. Quite a few people going to Vietnam. Peru, a lot of people. Venezuela, Ecuador. Ecuador seems to be a new hotspot. Another hotspot people are going to is Mexico. Go figure, right? Yeah, a lot of people heading to Mexico. I think Mr. Bud Brown's heading there. There's quite a few people heading to Mexico. Mexico, Ecuador, Peru, Venezuela seem to be some of the places that people are saying. That's just people I talk to. Could be a variance going other places, but which is a good thing. I like seeing that. I want to thank everybody for always watching my videos. God bless everybody, and I'll see you guys next time on Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures.